and there's nothing that you can do to stop it.
Since its release back in 2018, Yellowstone has grown in audience, and fans have been, and still are, intrigued by the drama on the Paramount Network show, causing them to watch every Sunday. Over time, the cast of the hit series have shared some great behind-the-scenes facts, which included some unscripted moments or improvisation. So in today's video, we'll be discussing some of these moments, as well as what the cast has to say. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. To start off, Yellowstone features stars like Costner and Kelly Riley in a western town. Yep, Costner gears up in western clothing, and although it's different from what we're accustomed to, the actor looks quite comfortable. Working on the set of the series is like a love fest, according to Gil Birmingham, who plays Chief Thomas Rainwater on the show. He shared how getting together on the show was like seeing your long-lost brothers and sisters. Costner's outlook on working on the show was that he was more comfortable there. He explained how he never liked wearing ties and suits, and how a western is something I can crawl into so much easier. The famous actor plays the main role of John Dutton in the series. Luke Grimes, who plays Case Dutton, confessed how the show had allowed horses to become a big part of his life. He revealed how there was just something about connecting with nature and getting back to this basic way of life that made him feel really grounded. However, shooting the show does come with its own risks, and in a previous interview, Luke Grimes revealed a little behind-the-scenes moment where he described a moment in which an animal actor caused a bit of drama on set. In this case, the actor in question was a large bull that got a little too worked up during a scene that called for the human actors to be in the middle of its corral. In the scene in question, various characters were playing a game called Cowboy Poker, in which, instead of betting on hands of cards, players sit at a table in a pen with a rampaging bull, with the last one remaining in their seat the victor. Because of the show's commitment to authenticity, it was a real bull running around the actors, and if you think it was a contained situation, it's important to know that the bull ended up charging at and breaking one of the cameras. Grimes did specify that he wasn't in the corral when things got too heated, saying, "I'm not one of the actors on the show who say I do all my own stunts." In a behind-the-scenes featurette, though, other actors who were on hand revealed that a stunt woman did take a knock from the charging bull. They reported that the next day, when she was asked whether she was okay, she responded, "You know, I looked in the Cowgirl Handbook to see if I could cry. The answer was no." Despite the challenges that come with filming such a show, there were still some fun and unscripted moments to it all. Since filming the drama, actor David Cleveland Brown has opened up about his experiences working with legendary star Kevin Costner and the rest of the cast of Yellowstone. Production is currently underway for the Paramount series' 4th season, and the former star has revealed showrunner Taylor Sheridan allows plenty of time for improvisation. Former Yellowstone star David Cleveland Brown portrayed Jason, the assistant of shrewd baker Beth Dutton, played by Kelly Riley, in the first 2 seasons. Unfortunately, his character was viciously killed off when the Duttons crossed paths with the ruthless Beck brothers. Brown's time on the series still remains a highlight of his career, however, and he recently touched on his time with the show's legendary cast on Reddit. During the Q&A session, he surprised some fans by revealing showrunner and director Taylor Sheridan often allowed the stars to improvise parts of the dialogue. After his central role as Deputy Chief of Police David Hale in motorcycle crime drama Sons of Anarchy, Sheridan is now better known for his finely crafted Hollywood screenplays. The writer received international acclaim for his work on Denis Villeneuve's Cicero, then stepped into the director's chair to shoot his scripts for Hell or High Water and Wind River. Like most of his work, Yellowstone brings the sensibilities of classic westerns into the brutal modern day, including the acerbic, cutting dialogue of their cowboy anti-heroes. Despite the show's well-tuned screenplays, David Cleveland Brown revealed the actors were occasionally given some freedom to play around with certain scenes. On Reddit, he revealed, "When Taylor was directing, he allowed improvising some lines, which I did a bit. When he wasn't directing, there was also a script supervisor, so there was less leeway on lines." Sheridan took on the daunting task of writing and directing almost every episode of Yellowstone's first season. Although the first 2 episodes were co-written with the show's co-creator, John Linson, Sheridan has writing credits on all 29 episodes so far. Meanwhile, a handful of TV greats such as Ed Bianchi and John Dahl stepped in to direct the second and third seasons. The screenwriter still directed every minute of the show's first season, meaning Jason's introduction to the no-nonsense ranch owner John Dutton was helmed by Sheridan. Brown continued, "One scene I had with Costner, I reached out my hand to shake his, which wasn't in the script. I thought it would be fun since I know his next line was basically rejecting me. My little addition made it in." While Costner's lesser-known co-star could have been making a risky move by improvising the pivotal scene, Jason and John Dutton's awkward introduction perfectly encapsulated the differences between the two characters. Luckily, John Dutton's aloof reaction to Beth's underling wasn't matched by Kevin Costner's attitude when the cameras stopped rolling. The actor added, "I have nothing but great things to say about the other actors. They were really all lovely and down to earth. I mentioned to Taylor Sheridan how amazed I was that he cast so many people who didn't have an arrogant air about them. He told me that those people don't last very long in this business anymore." While Yellowstone is centered around the Dutton family in Montana and is very serious in tone and features gunfights, explosions, and dramatic moments, this all changes once the cameras head to the bunkhouse where the ranch hands spend their free time. This is when the beer flows and jokes commence, providing actor Denham Richards with opportunities to lasso his fellow actors. Speaking in an interview, the actor behind Colby spoke about the shift in tone and the amount of freedom the actors have on set. He explained that the show's creator, Taylor Sheridan, writes dialogue that fits with the environment, but he doesn't require Richards, Ian Bohen, Jefferson White, and the other actors to strictly follow it. They will film takes that follow the script word for word, but Sheridan will occasionally tell them to go off the cuff. This leads to jokes that occasionally end up in the aired episode. Sheridan really gave us the freedom to do that, and it's awesome to have it be received. And like you're saying, there's so many things that, especially for Jeff and myself, that we would just kind of be improvising and we'd be like, there's no way this ever makes it into the cut, Richards said. They just let the cameras roll, so we just say things. And then of course, like with everything, like the longer you're on set, the more delusional you get, the weirder the improv. You're just like, it doesn't matter, it'll never make it. And then all of the sudden you're watching and you're like, it made it, okay. It's really kind of awesome because it's like he trusts us with that, and it's really beautiful because now we really get excited. It's our favorite part of the day when we get to be in these bunkhouse scenes. One example of said improv is a scene early in Yellowstone where one character, Jimmy, talked about Colby's mother being a cougar and a wildcat. Richards and White later revealed that this was an ad-libbed line. This moment drew praise from fans and actually prompted other mother-related jokes between the two ranch hands in future episodes. Yellowstone is an inherently serious show, but Richards explained that the bunkhouse boys have become the commercial break between the gunfire and death. The scenes set in the bunkhouse give them the opportunity to kick back, play some poker, and literally try to lasso each other in the bunkhouse. Richards doesn't know if Sheridan originally intended for the ranch hands to be the comic relief of sorts, but the show's creator has rolled with it and continued to give the actors freedom to lighten the mood. Another moment in Yellowstone that was found to be unscripted features brother and sister Beth and Jamie, who are played by Kelly Riley and Wes Bentley, in a truck together, with each beginning to pick on the other. "Wes and I get along so well, and we actually love doing these scenes to one another," Riley said. "And the more fun Beth has, the more uncomfortable he is. It's just that's where the scene starts to really come alive," she adds. "She's making fun of him and slapping each other in the car. It's one of my favorite dynamics in the show because if there was no love there, they wouldn't irritate one another. It wouldn't matter." The pair also revealed that they improvised many moments in the scene. "You read one thing and you start to actually play it out and it plays a totally different way," Bentley said. "I realized it was kind of an opportunity for Jamie to have some fun with her." With that said, that's going to wrap up this video. What was your favorite unscripted moment? Thanks for watching.